All right, so I am going to talk you really quickly through how to set up a static directory so that you can add a style sheet and pictures. So I have a picture of a laptop here, and Tech Review has become blue for this heading on in the index page. And I'll show you how to do that. So the first thing that you have to do, I've already done it. So the first thing you have to do is add a static directory. And this is in your app, right? So this is under tech. I'm not going to do it here, but I would do new folder and I would add static. Inside of that, static, just like with the templates, I would do a new folder and I would name it tech, right? You don't name it tech, you could name it club, whatever you want, whatever your app name is. I did do another subfolder called images and I put laptop JPEG in there, which I just downloaded from the web. I also added a very simple style sheet, which just turns H2's navy, turns the color navy. I want it just not something that would be obvious that I could test. So again, on the app folder, you would create a new folder called static. Inside of that, just like in the templates, I did a tech. I did an images, so this would be static tech images. And then I did the tech CSS just in the tech folder there. All right, so I did those three things. All of this is made possible from the settings file. I'm not going to spend much time on that because we don't actually make any changes there. But if I go to settings.py, you'll see that it has the static URL static. It also has up in the registered apps, it has contrib static files. So it's already set up for static. Having set up the static directory, all right, and adding those two files, then I went to templates into the base. And I added a link. First couple of things. I had to add load static at the top here. Load static is what loads the static files. And then I added a local style sheet underneath the Bootstrap ones. Type text CSS and notice the address. It's kind of like the links that you've been doing. Static tech CSS. Right, I named my CSS tech CSS, so that's it. You have the curly braces with the percent signs and the href. So that signs it there. Okay, and that's in the base, so it should carry over to the others. So in the index, I also load it static here. It doesn't seem to work if I don't load the static there, despite having the base loaded. And then here is the H2 just inherits the style sheet from the base. But this is the image for the laptop. Right, so image source equals static tech images laptop JPEG. Again, the percent signs and the thing. It's just like the URLs that we did in base to link to the individual pages. So when I run that, which I am running now, we end up with navy blue on that and the picture showing up. So that is how you do a static. One time more through it, create a static folder in the app, do a subfolder with the same name as the app. You can add other folders in there if you want to, like I did images and then laptop. I could have done CSS and tech CSS, but I did it directly in the tech thing. And then when you want to refer to the static files, you have to load the static. And the URL has static in it instead of URL. And, the path kind of just like with our URLs down here. Looks just like that, except if URL you have static. In the index again, we load the static again. The style sheet is just inherited, and we do a link to the image. Okay, so I'm going to save this video. I'll upload all this to GitHub as well.